Hello, this is David Gilmore, known as LDS Prepper, and you can find over 500 preparedness videos on my channel at ldsprepper.com. Today, we're going to review 3 different tinder splitters and see which one works best. When I was gone for 3 months in Maryland working on my private pilot license for my gyroplane, my wife was at home doing all her chores and my chores here on the homestead. And one of those was cutting kindling. While she was here, she had a friend come up from Texas and help her with some home renovations. She was cutting kindling with my trusty Fisker's X7 hatchet, which I really like. I've had this for 3 years now, and I haven't even sharpened it yet. It probably could use a sharpening, but it works so well and holds its edge so well, I haven't needed to. I'll have a link down below this. This is my favorite hatchet for cutting kindling. When I cut kindling, I use an old chopping block that my wife was going to throw away that I pulled out of the garbage, and my Fisker hatchet, and our friend was doing that and cut her finger down to the bone. Obviously I took her to the emergency center and get that taken care of. So I'm going to show you a safer, faster, easier way to cut kindling or tinder using these. Now here in our homestead, we're completely off grid. This is 1/3 of my solar panels that I have, and to utilize the space, what I've done is I created a storage space for my firewood. So I can get 4 cords of firewood underneath here. And as you can see, we've taken it from that end over to the right and this end over here on the left. And the reason why we've done that is because I have my hardwood over on this side and my softwood on this side. So it takes about 1.5 cords, maybe 2 cords for us to heat our house all winter long. And we use the softwood here. You can see this whiter color wood compared to the darker color wood here. We use the softwood for our kindling and tinder. By the way, the first year I had the wood under here, I kept getting water and then ice frozen on my firewood. So I just got some expanding foam and shot it between the spaces on the solar panels, and now my wood stays dry. And then I have this tarp that faces north, and I drop that down to protect it from the north winds. But what we're wanting to do right now is we want to test these 3 different kindling cutters and see which one works best. What I used to use was a couple bungee cords. Now I am not a fan of bungee cords or tie-down straps at all, but this was about the only practical use I found for bungee cords. I put them together and get a few of these split logs. I get my lumber already kind of split, like you can see here, in quarter rounds. And I'd put them together and you know, make different sizes and split it with the hatchet. And that was, you know, it worked, but not as great as these. These are amazing, absolutely amazing. So anyway, that's what I used to do until I came across this. So like I mentioned, when I was in Maryland, my son brought this over. Very kind of him to do that. Brought this over, mounted it on a block. It has holes here you can put bolts in to hold it on. And this is what my wife used. To split the wood. And you can see it works really well. No fingers, no blades by the hands. You can cut it to whatever size you want. Just one little tap gets it started. And you can just keep going as small as you want to go. Works great. And so this really helped her and kept her safe while I was gone. The problem I had with this, as much as I love it, and it was very kind of my son to do that, was when I came home and I started trying to cut some lumber, some wood, I found that most of the ones I grabbed didn't fit inside this 6-inch circle. So I went online and purchased this, which is a 13.5-inch ring. and everything fits inside of here. But before I go there, let me just tell you something right here. This is the highest quality one. I think it's the best return on my investment. I'll have a link down with my affiliate link down below, and it comes with places to put in 4 bolts. I've got 4 4-inch lag bolts in here with washers. My son's got some 4-inch bolts over here with the washer, and this here from my brother-in-law isn't designed to have bolts, but I'm sure you can put some kind of a clamp down here to hold it on if you want to hold it on to something. So this is for my son. This is my brother-in-law's I borrowed for this video, and this is one that I purchased. What does that tell you about our family? Preparedness minded, looking for good results, have wood stored. You know, this is kind of how we roll here. So this is a 6-inch, a 6.5 inch. This is, I believe, an 8-inch. Let's see if this will fit in here. Yep. Now the nice thing about my brother-in-law's is that it will cut 4 ways. There we go. Now, I had looked at this one as a possible one for me to purchase, and I was just wondering if trying to cut it 4 different ways with that pressure would be, you know, kind of hard to do. This is hardwood right here, by the way, but that was actually pretty good. And then, if you want to, you can just continue going down. Now, I want you to listen to the sound between these 3 here. You heard kind of a high-pitched tinny sound. I think it has something to do with the quality of the material that these are made out of. We'll use this one here, and then we'll use this one here. Hear that nice deep sound? That's a very high quality steel there. Super sharp. When I got this out of the box, I could tell they had sharpened it because there was a little bit of burr, where I took just a very light filing and straighten that out. But this does an excellent job. I just put it on there, and you can kind of feel when it's starting to split, and you just ease up on the chop. So, which one is better? Good, better, best? I don't know. They all work well. I like the bigger circle because I'll just grab a log here. It doesn't make any difference which size log it is. Now these are the hardwood, so I typically wouldn't be splitting that. Let's see if that fits. Look at that. That fits right in there. That's awesome. Again, no sharp edges, no fingers in the way, and I get those cut easily. I also have a link down below to this mallet. You can notice that it's a flat, not a curved face mallet. My son brought this over also. But this is how my wife was able to take care of herself while I was gone. I highly recommend this method. I think any one of these 3 will work well for you, and I think they'll last a long time. Well, I'm able to cut about 2 to 3 times more kindling with significantly less effort in the same amount of time that it took me to use a hatchet and doing a lot of pounding and sometimes getting the hatchet caught in the wood. You know how that goes. Here that doesn't happen at all. If I were to buy one, I would recommend this one right here because it has a nice big ring. It's very solid. You can hear that very deep tone on the steel. This is also great. It's a little bit small for me. If you want something that will cut 4 pieces at a time, give this a shot. I'll have links down below. And I wasn't sure which way to face this lip, but on the box it showed that all the pictures had the person standing on this side on the lower lip, if that makes any difference at all. So very happy. I wanted to pass this on to you. This could save you a lot of time and a lot of effort and maybe save some fingers by using these kindling cutters. This is David Gilmore, LDS Prepper, reminding you, if ye are prepared, you shall not fear. To watch more of my videos, go to ldsprepper.com. To visit our store, go to ldsprepperstore.com. And I hope you have a safe and warm winter.